Alpha Square is a 200-room affordable housing complex in the East Village, and it's the kind of solution to homelessness that advocates say San Diego needs more of: permanent, supportive housing.
I appreciate your time. I just wanted to connect up.
City Councilman Chris Ward met recently with Bob McElroy, the CEO of the Alpha Project, which built Alpha Square.
They actually have a place where they could be a human being.
McElroy says he's frustrated with the slow pace of building permanent housing for the homeless.
If we're going to do, 800 units, which would make a dent in the downtown population, it'll take decades.
After talking through some of the problems of homelessness, Ward got a tour of Alpha Square.
Nice new facilities.
It includes a computer lab and a kitchen that isn't quite functional yet.
So while you're still getting this up and running, do you have a current food program then?
Homelessness is at the top of the agenda of many city officials, Ward included. Most of the city's homeless live in his district, which includes Hillcrest, North Park, and downtown.
Good morning. If anyone can hear me, I'm with the city, and we have subway cards if somebody is interested in taking a quick, brief survey.
Ward took part in last month's homeless count, where he interviewed a few people living on the streets.
Is there reason that you don't want to stay in a shelter, or is there just not availability?
He acknowledges a huge part of the problem is that the city just doesn't have enough money to deal with homelessness. He says 2016 was a missed opportunity for San Diego to ask voters for a tax increase to fund homeless services. Several such measures passed in November in the Bay Area and Los Angeles.
Los Angeles now is able to not only provide a local source of income for those kinds of programs, but use that as a seed money that will then attract state and federal money to match, even further improving on the kinds of programs that they can deliver for the Los Angeles community. And so if we're not even willing to look for local sources, we are missing out on other opportunities that are already out there.
Ward is gay and continues the decades-old tradition of having a gay or lesbian council member in District 3. But he differs from his predecessors in an important way.
How we grow for the next 30 years.
Ward has a child, Betty. She's about to turn 3. Like any dad, he's full of cute stories.
And she sits down and she goes, boom, shakalaka. I'm like, where did that come from? That is just absolutely adorable.
Ward says being a father is what drives a lot of his work. He says many other young families in his district are concerned about housing affordability and the prospect of their children being priced out of San Diego.
They don't want to escape to the hinterlands of the county, Temecula, or the suburbs. They want to live here in a community in the urban core that they want to live in. But we need to provide safe routes to schools. We need to make sure that we have healthy parks and that there's safe quality of life across, the entire neighborhood. So I get that, and I'm committed to that. And I think it's because I'm a parent of a young child that I'm so driven to maintain that perspective and act on it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Ward is emerging as one of the leading progressive voices on the city council. Last week, he announced his first major policy proposal, an ordinance aimed at guaranteeing equal pay for women and minorities among city contractors. He makes no secret of his liberal values, but he says his style is open-minded and collaborative.
Building those relationships with Republicans, conservatives, other organizations, I think has been done over time because they know me as an individual. We're able to have honest conversation. Sometimes I might disagree with them, but I never disrespect them. And I think that style is going to allow me to be successful because we're always going to have an open two-way conversation.
There's no shortage of problems facing District 3 residents, and there will be no shortage of those open, two-way conversations during Ward's next 4 years in office.
Thank you, Councilmember Ward.
Andrew Bowen, KPBS News.